Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Ready to explore something truly fascinating today?
I am. Always excited for a new deep dive.
Me too, especially this one. We're diving into the world of aloe vera. Our listener wants to know more about its benefits, all the buzz about it.
Yeah, aloe vera, it seems like it's everywhere these days.
Exactly. But it's not just a fad, it's got a long history. We've got some excerpts here from a podcast all about medicinal plants. And get this, they trace aloe vera back 6,000 years to ancient Egypt.
Wow, 6,000 years, that's incredible.
I know, right? They even called it the plant of immortality.
The plant of immortality. Huh, I can see why. It's got this amazing ability to heal and soothe.
And apparently Cleopatra and Nefertiti were big fans. Used it in their beauty routines.
No way. Like those iconic Egyptian queens.
Yep. Imagine using the same plant for skincare as Cleopatra.
That's wild. What do they use it for?
Well, there's some evidence they used it in their baths and made masks with the gel. They believed it kept their skin looking young and beautiful.
Makes sense. Aloe vera is known for its soothing and moisturizing properties.
But they weren't the only ones who were in on the aloe vera secret. The ancient Greeks and Romans used it too.
Really?
Yeah. And practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine also recognized its value.
So this plant has a global reputation for healing that goes way back. It's not just a modern trend at all.
Nope, not at all. It stood the test of time. Okay, so we know it is aloe vera, but what about its official name? You know, the scientific one.
Ah, yes. Its scientific name is Aloe barbadensis Miller.
Aloe barbadensis milli. It's got a story behind it, right?
It does. The aloe part refers to the genus of the plant. And barbadensis Miller, that's a nod to the person who first described it scientifically.
Huh, cool. So what makes aloe vera so special? Aside from its use in skincare, I mean.
Well, get ready to be amazed because aloe vera can potentially help with a whole range of things.
Okay, lay it on me.
It's been traditionally used for skin issues like burns, wounds, acne, and just general skin irritation.
Right, that's what most people know it for. But there's more, right?
So much more. Some studies suggest that aloe vera might actually be helpful for inflammatory bowel diseases, like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis.
Oh, wow. I never knew it could have an impact internally like that.
And it can even help with constipation.
Interesting. But how does it work?
Well, it contains compounds that can soothe inflammation and promote healing, even in the digestive tract.
That's incredible. So many different uses. Okay, anything else?
Oh, we're just getting started. Some studies even suggest it could be helpful for diabetes
Really? How so?
by lowering blood sugar levels. And it might even help manage high cholesterol.
Whoa, okay. Now I'm really starting to see why this plant has been so popular for thousands of years.
And there's still more. It's been used for respiratory problems like asthma and bronchitis.
Wow, seriously, I had no idea.
And for oral health, too. Things like gum disease and mouth ulcers.
Okay, my mind is blown. This is way more than just a skin soother.
Oh, and don't forget about skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema.
So, with all these uses, how do people actually use aloe vera for all these different things?
Well, there are a few ways to get those benefits. One of the simplest is using it topically, right on your skin.
Like how?
You can actually just break open a leaf and apply the gel straight from the plant.
So easy.
Yeah, it's great for burns, irritation, minor wounds.
Super practical. I can see why DIY people love that.
Absolutely. But if you're looking to use it internally, for those internal benefits we were talking about, you can drink aloe vera juice.
Aloe vera juice, is that like a special thing?
Yeah, you want to make sure it's juice that's specifically made for drinking. Don't go experimenting with just any aloe vera plant.
Why not? What's the difference?
Raw aloe vera, straight from the plant, it has compounds that can actually be harmful if you drink them.
Ah, okay. So make sure it's prepared for consumption. Good safety tip.
Exactly. Now, if you're not a fan of the juice or can't find it, there are also aloe vera supplements.
Ah, that makes sense. Good alternative.
And of course, for skincare, there are tons of creams and lotions with aloe vera in them.
So many options. So let's say our listener is feeling adventurous and wants to try the DIY route, preparing it at home. What are the steps?
Whether you're making juice or that topical gel, you start the same way. Cut a mature leaf from the plant.
Okay, mature leaf. Got it.
And always wash it really well. Get rid of any dirt or anything.
Of course, makes sense. Then what?
So, for juice, you carefully get the clear gel out from inside the leaf. Blend it with water, maybe another drink you like.
Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward.
It is. You can add honey or lemon to the juice, too, if you want to make it tastier.
Nice. And what about the topical gel? How do you prep that?
For the gel, you peel away the outer skin of the leaf and scoop out the fresh gel inside. Apply it right on wherever you need it.
Gotcha. That sounds pretty easy, too.
It is. But even though aloe vera is generally safe to use, it's really important to be responsible with it.
What do you mean?
Well, right beneath the plant's skin, there's this yellowish stuff called latex.
Latex. Like what's in gloves?
Kinda, yeah. But in aloe vera, this latex is a strong laxative.
Oh, so if you have too much.
You can end up with diarrhea and cramps. Not fun.
Definitely not. So moderation is key with aloe vera.
Exactly. Like with most things in life, right? Now, we've been talking about all the good stuff, but there are some downsides too, things to watch out for.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Well, like I said, too much can cause problems, especially because of that latex. And some people, even though it's known for being soothing, some people can get skin irritation or even allergic reactions.
Oh, so you're saying.
Always a good idea to do a patch test. Just put a little bit on a small area of skin first before you slather it everywhere.
Makes sense. Better safe than sorry. You mentioned other potential downsides too. What are those?
One thing to remember is that if you drink a ton of aloe vera juice, it could potentially mess with your electrolyte balance.
Electrolyte balance. That sounds kind of serious.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you already have some health issues or you're taking medications. It's always smart to chat with your doctor before you add a lot of aloe vera to your routine, just to be on the safe side.
That's good advice. Now, what about for pregnant women or women who are breastfeeding?
Yeah, good question. It's usually recommended that they avoid aloe vera products, especially anything with that latex in it.
So aloe vera is great, but you got to be smart about it.
Exactly. You need to be informed and use it responsibly.
Great advice. So we've covered a lot of ground. From Cleopatra's beauty secrets to potential risks of overuse, aloe vera is definitely fascinating. But before we move on, is aloe vera really a cure-all, like some people say?
That's a great question. It does have lots of potential benefits, but you got to be a little skeptical of those cure-all claims.
Yeah, it sounds too good to be true.
Right. I wouldn't call it a cure-all. There's no magic bullet, no single plant that can just fix every health problem.
That makes sense. It's tempting to believe, though.
Totally. But aloe vera is a really valuable tool to support your health and well-being. Just remember to use it responsibly. And remember, it's not a substitute for medical care if you need it.
Right. Always see a doctor if you need to. So for our listener who's been listening to all this aloe vera info, what's the main takeaway? What should they remember as they explore this plant?
I'd say it's about empowerment. Aloe vera has so much to offer, but you have to use it wisely. Understand the possible downsides, know how to use it safely, and when to talk to a doctor. That way, you can make informed choices about aloe vera and whether it's right for you.
That's perfect advice. Taking control of your own health.
Exactly. And that same principle goes for any natural remedy or health trend you come across. Don't just believe the hype. Do your research, figure out the risks and benefits, and make the choices that feel right for you.
Love that. It's easy to get caught up in all the excitement, but taking a step back is important, looking at the big picture. And speaking of the big picture, it's just incredible how aloe vera has been relevant for thousands of years. From ancient Egyptian rituals to our medicine cabinets today, it makes you wonder what other natural remedies are out there waiting to be rediscovered or better understood.
Now that's a fascinating thought. There's so much we still don't know about the natural world and how it can help us be healthy. Who knows what amazing discoveries are still waiting for us?
So exciting to think about. It really shows how important it is to protect our planet's biodiversity, all these natural resources with so much potential. It's up to us to make sure they're around for future generations.
Absolutely. Human health and the health of the planet are totally connected. It's not just about finding new remedies. It's about respecting the wisdom of traditional practices and understanding the balance of nature.
That connection to nature is so important. It's easy to forget that in our busy, tech-focused world. But aloe vera, with its ancient history and all, it reminds us of nature's power.
It really does.
It encourages us to look at our health with a sense of curiosity and respect for nature.
And to slow down a little, observe, learn from the past, and think about the long-term effects of our choices for ourselves and the planet.
Well said. So for our listener who's on this aloe vera journey with us, I think the message is this. Aloe vera is more than just a trendy thing. It's a symbol of that connection between humans and nature. And it shows us how nature can help us be well.
It reminds us that true health isn't just about treating symptoms. It's about that deep connection with ourselves and the natural world around us.
Beautifully put. It's been a fascinating journey so far, exploring aloe vera. But before we wrap up this deep dive, I have one last question for our listener, something to really think about. Given its ancient use and all its different uses, what does aloe vera's popularity tell us about how humans keep searching for natural remedies?
That's a question that gets to the heart of our relationship with nature and our own well-being. Why are we still so drawn to natural remedies, even with all our technology and scientific advancements? Are we longing for something simpler, more connected to our roots?
Maybe it's because we recognize that nature often holds solutions we haven't even figured out yet. Solutions that go beyond just treating symptoms and address the root causes of our health issues.
Perhaps it's both. Maybe it's a deep-down instinct that tells us to look to nature for guidance, for healing, for that sense of connection that we often lose in our modern lives. Whatever the reason, aloe vera's story proves the lasting power of nature and its potential to help us be well.
I love that. It encourages us to keep exploring, to keep learning, and to keep questioning as we navigate the world of health and wellness. We've covered so much today exploring aloe vera.
We've gone from ancient Egypt to today's medicine cabinets, uncovering the plant's history, its uses, and all its potential benefits. We've also talked about the importance of using it wisely and thinking about natural remedies in a balanced way.
Now it's time to go even deeper. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll uncover some of the more unexpected and interesting aspects of aloe vera. We'll explore its potential role in dealing with modern health concerns and dive into the science behind its amazing properties. So stay tuned. We've got much more to explore in this fascinating plant.
So we've talked about aloe vera's history, how people have used it, and we've touched on the science a bit. But let's dive a little deeper now into what researchers are actually discovering about this plant.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with those scientific insights.
Well, aloe vera contains over 75 active compounds, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, amino acids. It's a powerhouse.
Wow, that's a lot going on in one plant.
Right. And there's one group of compounds called polysaccharides. Scientists think they're responsible for a lot of aloe vera's benefits, like its anti-inflammatory properties and its ability to heal wounds.
Polysaccharides. Sounds pretty impressive.
They are. They help soothe inflammation, stimulate cell growth, and even give the immune system a boost.
So they're like the little workers behind the scenes, making all the magic happen.
Exactly. Like little superheroes. Now, remember we talked about how aloe vera might play a role in managing conditions like diabetes and high cholesterol?
Yeah, I was wondering if there's any real scientific evidence to back that up.
Well, there have been some promising studies, although we definitely need more research. But, for example, some studies suggest that aloe vera might help improve insulin sensitivity.
And why is that important?
Insulin sensitivity is crucial for managing blood sugar levels, especially for people with diabetes.
So it's not just an old wives' tale. There's actual science supporting some of these traditional uses.
Absolutely. And when it comes to cholesterol, some research indicates that aloe vera might help lower LDL cholesterol. That's the bad cholesterol.
Right, right. And what about the good cholesterol?
Some studies show it might actually increase HDL cholesterol, the good kind.
So it's like a double whammy, tackling the bad and boosting the good. That's fascinating. It seems like aloe vera has this potential to really address some of the biggest health concerns people face today.
And that's what makes it so exciting to study. It's not just about treating minor scrapes and burns anymore. It could play a role in preventing serious chronic diseases.
It's like a whole new way of thinking about health, moving beyond just treating symptoms to actually promoting long-term well-being.
Exactly. And it aligns with this growing interest in holistic and preventative approaches to health. People want to feel good overall, not just mask their symptoms.
It's like we're taking this ancient wisdom and combining it with our modern scientific understanding.
And that's where the real breakthroughs happen.
Yeah.
We don't have to choose between tradition and science. We can embrace both to unlock the full potential of natural remedies like aloe vera.
I love that perspective. It's like building a bridge between the past and the present, using the best of both worlds to create a more complete approach to health.
It's about empowering people to take charge of their own well-being, making informed choices, exploring different options, and finding what truly works for them.
This deep dive is becoming a real eye-opener. I'm gaining a whole new level of appreciation for this seemingly simple plant.
That's the beauty of exploration. It challenges our assumptions and opens up so many new possibilities.
Speaking of new possibilities, are there any areas of aloe vera research that you find particularly exciting or promising?
Well, one area that's really captured my attention is its potential use in regenerative medicine.
Regenerative medicine, what's that all about?
It's a field that focuses on repairing or replacing damaged tissues and organs. And researchers are investigating aloe vera's ability to help with that process, specifically when it comes to burns and skin injuries.
So it could actually help people recover from serious wounds.
It's definitely a possibility. Aloe vera's ability to stimulate cell growth and reduce inflammation makes it a really promising candidate for developing new therapies in this area.
Wow, that's incredible. It's amazing to think that a plant we often think of for just soothing a sunburn could have such a huge impact on advanced medical treatments.
And that's just one example. Researchers are also studying its potential for cancer treatment, boosting the immune system, and even in anti-aging therapies.
Wow, the possibilities really seem endless. It makes you wonder what other secrets this plant might be hiding.
There's always more to discover. That's what keeps science so fascinating. And the more we learn about aloe vera, the more we realize just how much potential it has to truly revolutionize human health.
It feels like we're just starting to understand what this incredible plant can do.
Exactly. And that's what I find so inspiring about aloe vera. It's a symbol of nature's resilience, its power to heal, and its ability to keep surprising us.
So for our listener who's been with us on this journey, what's the key message they should take away from this deeper dive into the science of aloe vera?
I'd say it's all about embracing curiosity. Don't be afraid to dig deeper. Ask questions. Challenge what you think you know. The more we learn, the more we realize how much is still out there to be discovered, not just about aloe vera, but about the natural world in general.
It's about approaching health and wellness with an open mind, a sense of wonder, and a willingness to explore all that nature has to offer.
And remembering that science and tradition can work hand in hand, complementing and enriching each other to unlock the true power of natural remedies like aloe vera.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We're wrapping up our exploration of aloe vera today. We've journeyed through its long history, explored the science behind it, and now, for the grand finale, it's time to get practical.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how to actually bring aloe vera into your life.
Yes. How can our listener actually experience all those amazing benefits we've been talking about?
Well, first things first, we need to talk about choosing the right aloe vera products. Because let's be real, there's a whole lot of stuff out there.
Right. It can be kind of overwhelming standing in that aisle at the store, surrounded by aloe vera everything. What should our listener be looking for?
The most important thing is to check that label. Look for products that have a high percentage of pure aloe vera gel. Ideally, aloe vera should be the very first ingredient listed.
Okay, so it's not enough to just see aloe vera somewhere on the label. It needs to be the star player.
Exactly. And you also want to pay attention to what form of aloe vera they're using. Some products use the whole leaf extract, while others just use the gel from inside the leaf.
Oh, right, because of that latex we talked about.
Exactly. Remember the latex, that yellowish stuff? It's in the outer part of the leaf. That's what can have those laxative effects.
Yeah, not so ideal for skincare.
Definitely not. So if you're using aloe vera topically, stick to products that specifically say they use only the inner gel.
Good tip. And what about if you're taking it internally, like aloe vera juice or supplements?
For those, you want to be absolutely sure that the product has been processed in a way that removes the latex.
So read those labels carefully, folks. Any other advice for navigating the world of aloe vera products?
Sure. Think about what you're actually looking for. Are you using aloe vera for skincare, or for digestive health, or something else?
Yeah, that makes sense. Different needs, different products.
Right. There are products specifically designed for different purposes. And honestly, don't be afraid to experiment a little. What works for one person might not work for another. So try different things and see what feels best for you.
It's all about personalizing it. Now, what if our listener is feeling really adventurous and wants to try growing their own aloe vera?
Oh, I love that. It's actually really easy to grow aloe vera at home. They're very low maintenance plants.
So even someone with a not-so-green thumb could handle it.
Absolutely. They love sunny spots, and you just need well-draining soil.
Sounds simple enough. And once my little aloe vera plant is thriving, how do I actually harvest the gel?
That's easy too. You choose a mature leaf from the outer part of the plant, cut it close to the base, and wash it well. Then you can either carefully cut the leaf open to get the gel out, or just break it open and scoop the gel out with a spoon.
I'm already picturing myself tending my aloe vera garden, making my own homemade remedies. So cool.
It's so rewarding. Now, we've talked about choosing products and growing your own plant, but how about actually using aloe vera in your everyday life?
Yeah, good question. What are some practical ways to incorporate it into your daily routine?
Well, for skincare, you can apply the gel right to your skin after you wash your face, or use it as a spot treatment if you have a breakout. It's also great in DIY face masks and hair treatments.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
And if you want to use it internally for those internal benefits we talked about, you can just add a tablespoon of aloe vera juice to your smoothies or mix it with water or juice. Just remember, start with a small amount and see how your body reacts.
Always good advice. Listen to your body.
Exactly. And don't forget about how soothing aloe vera is. It's great for calming down skin irritations, like bug bites or razor burn, or even little burns.
It's like having a natural first aid kit right there in your kitchen.
Exactly. That's what makes aloe vera so amazing. It's versatile, it's easy to find, and it can help with so many things. Truly a gift from nature.
This whole deep dive has been a real journey of discovery. We've explored aloe vera's ancient roots, the science behind it, and now all these practical ways to use it. It really shows us how powerful nature is.
Couldn't agree more. It's been an incredible exploration. And as we wrap up this final part of our deep dive, I want to leave our listener with one last thought.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Remember, aloe vera is just one example of the incredible world of natural remedies. It's like a gateway to all these amazing plants with healing properties.
So true.
So keep exploring, stay curious, and always remember that nature has so much to offer when it comes to supporting our well-being.
Beautifully said. We hope you've loved this deep dive into the world of aloe vera. We encourage you to keep exploring natural remedies and to embrace the power of nature to enhance your health and happiness. Until next time, happy exploring.